Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to another session of Speak Your Mind. It's another beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I had one. It was awesome. Can't complain. It was productive. You know, I was busy, and I wasn't so busy. But at the end of the day, it was a good day. So we're going to do this short and sweet. Of course, you guys know the time is not 2 hours anymore. We got about an hour and probably 15, 20 minutes. So I want you guys to get into this thing early. The earlier you get in, the more we can dialogue, the more we can have that conversation. But we're going to have a 2-segment show tonight. I'm going to start out by doing a little house cleaning, a little recap from last week. I think I have to do that before we go forward. And then after we come back from our first break, we're going to have a special guest in house. You guys know Digicel is our biggest sponsor around here at JTV, and especially for the Speak Your Mind show. So stay tuned. I want you guys to do what you normally do. Write your questions down. You know, get ready to take part in the show. And let's do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as usual. A little bit of house cleaning. I must recap this, guys. Last week I spoke a little bit about government loan program and grant program and seed money for small business. I had a very interesting conversation just this week with a good friend. A guy, he's a smart guy. He knows his business. And he had sent a text last week, but I wasn't able to read the text because, you know, the time didn't really permit. So I'm hoping he's watching tonight. He and I had I think a spirited conversation or discussion. He said, you know, he thought I was a bit off on the whole loan program. He said it sounded like I was saying that government hasn't been doing anything for young people of this country, and I wanted to be clear. That's exactly what I wasn't saying. I wasn't saying that government don't have a loan program, and I wasn't saying they weren't doing anything. My focus is seed money or grant program. It's totally different. Although it might call for some of the same measures, ladies and gentlemen. It's not free money, but it does call for some of the same measures. Some, you know, tightening up, some business plan, people to really look at what you're presenting. But there's a huge difference between trying to get a $50,000 loan and getting a small grant of $10,000 to buy quick equipment to move your business forward or to, you know, pretty much launch a new initiative or a new idea. And a grant program is what I think is missing. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying to complement the loan program that the government has put in place, because people are successful with the loan program. And even if you don't go through the government loan program, you can go through a regular loan program to a bank and do the same process and may hopefully qualify the same way. But that's not what I was referring to, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't want people to misunderstand exactly what I'm saying. I'm talking about a grant program or a seed program. Canada has one of the best grant, seed, small business loan programs anywhere in the world. And I tell you, if we were to sit back and take Canada as a model, add that to what we already do here in the BVI, ladies and gentlemen, nobody will be able to stop us. And right now, it's really about how can I give, or how can we as a country help our young, smart entrepreneurs, business-minded young people who don't necessarily have all the academics, but how can we build a support-based program where they have access to professional people who can guide them, who can help them write their business plan and understand the nature of the business they're trying to get into, and then who can also access seed money, not loan, seed money, small money. And again, it would be something where the government could say, hey, look, let's create some initiative. Let's create some ideas where, you know, we want to enhance our tourism product. And you put out a challenge to to business-minded entrepreneurs and say, come up with some creative ways that you can help enhance tourism product, enhance customers' experience, enhance transportation, whatever it is. If you could come up with some ideas that could help build our tourism product, government should have money set aside for things like that, where you don't have to go through the hassle of trying to access a loan for $5,000, $10,000. That's the difference. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about trying to get no loan, because I know the loan program exists. It exists. Some people get it. I know one person who has a viable business, is doing well, but it wasn't easy. It took him almost 4 months just to try to get this loan, and it's something that he needed to get done, and now he's doing really good at his business. Now the business is doing good. So yeah, those are great. But in addition to that, for the people who can't qualify for the $50,000 to $100,000, $200,000, for those people who just need a start, there should be something in place. That's all I'm saying, my friend. But what I wanted to do also is invite my friend, my good friend. He knows who he is. I'm hoping he's watching tonight. I'm sure he's watching, because I think from the way he was talking, it seems like he watches this show every Saturday. It seems like he's a big fan. So I appreciate that. I would like to invite him and anybody else who is part of the Small Business Bureau, who's part of the loan program in Development Bank or the National Bank, to come on the show and share that experience, share that knowledge, show and educate us, me included, how from start to finish a young person with an idea can get the help he or she needs. That's what we need, because again, the information is probably there, but somebody has it somewhere in a closet, or maybe in a cabinet, or maybe in a drawer or folder on a computer, and the rest of us are just sitting back saying, well, how can I move from A to Z? And I'll give you a good example before I move to the next topic. I remember just about 6 months ago, ladies and gentlemen, I had this brilliant idea to create and come up with a new app. It's an app that deals with transportation throughout the Caribbean. And I did a little homework. I went online, I looked at a company in India, several companies, but I chose one. You know, I spoke to their handler out of England, and all I needed was $6,000. $6,000 to get this app written, to get it in the production, to get it where it needs to be, to get it on Apple, to get it on Android, and then get it launched. But I didn't have the $6,000 at the time. I'm saying with a good business plan, with somebody who's helping me and guiding me to set up the business plan, to present it, and then the government had that type of program where they could see the benefit in that particular thing, helping the BVI while helping me, yes, an entrepreneur, move to the next level so I don't be a beggar every 6 months looking for a bush cutting job. Then that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That's what we need. That's what's missing. So the loan programs are good, but in addition to that, we need something else. And that's what I'm talking about. The next thing, real quick, I heard something in the House. I'm hoping you guys were paying attention to a little bit of what was said in the House of Assembly just this past week. Of course, you know, there was a whole back and forth, little controversy. The order paper was shifted. There was some debate when they were trying to confirm the new CEO and vice chair for TRC, and you know, the whole nine. But one thing that really caught my attention, and I think it's important for us to lament a little bit on it, ladies and gentlemen, is the education program. The Minister for Education spoke a little bit about, of course, he answered back another person who was speaking about scholarship. And this whole scholarship thing has been a big conversation for more than 2 years now about who's getting scholarship, who qualifies for scholarship. Accusation has been tossed at the minister that he's dividing, you know, in creating a class system. Some are getting, some are not getting. And come to find out that, yes, some do get, some don't get. But not that just because you don't get doesn't mean there's no other option. And it would appear that there are some other option. There's some type of a scholarship loan program that was developed, came into play since 2008. That's the last government. since 2008, and I'm sure somebody out there probably qualified and got the same scholarship because they said something like the tune of $2-point-something million have already been utilized out of that $5 or so million that was earmarked for that type of program. So there's other options in addition to a free scholarship. There's a loan program that young people or young person can qualify for and continue their education. You don't have to be stuck in one spot. So I wanted to really bring that up because I think moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we can't worry about the little stuff anymore. We got to look at all our options when it comes to education. You know, and all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, when you do push for that education, I want to make sure that when you come back, there's some kind of seed money, grant money, small business program in place to help you in case you got that good idea, that brilliant idea, but you can't get that big loan. At least you can get a start from our system. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, that's my little house cleaning for tonight. We're going to have on set, I feel like I'm in a show right now. But on set, when we come back after our first break, we're going to have Ms. Jasmine Perez, I think that's her name, on set. Everybody knows Jasmine. She's the big spokesperson for Digicel. She's been doing a wonderful job. I wish I had her job. I wouldn't give up my taxi job, but I would definitely take that one on too. But Digicel is our sponsor for this show, Speak Your Mind show. You guys notice when you call the show, you call a 3-something number. That's the Digicel number. So we're going to talk really nice about Digicel in here tonight. We're going to big them up. She's going to do her job. I ain't going to do it for her. She's going to do it. She's really good at it. And she's here tonight because it's Valentine. It's the time when you're supposed to wear red. I hope you like my red tie. She's probably wearing red too. So we're going to red you out tonight. She's going to give away some stuff. We got some phones. We got maybe $100 worth of credit. So all you Digicel owners, people who have Digicel account, get ready. Of course, you guys love your free stuff from Digicel. If you don't already have a Digicel account, this is a good opportunity to win one of these phones and maybe win the $100 credit and keep rolling. She's going to talk a little bit about their new app. You know, Digicel launched an app a little while back. I heard another carrier talk about launching an app. So the app competition is here. So tonight, at least for the next half hour, we're going to talk a little bit about Digicel. But of course, it is Speak Your Mind, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to bring to the table, send me those texts. The last segment of the show, I'm going to recap a little bit about what I said earlier. What I already also have some other things on the paper, and we'll read the text and we'll end the show on a high note. All right. So we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to have Jasmine on set. All right, welcome back, guys. So, like I said, we have Digicel in-house with us tonight. We have the lovely Jasmine on set. Jasmine going to be giving away a few things tonight. We want you guys to pay close attention. Close attention to what she say. And it's a call-in show, so you can call in when we say call in. Don't call now, but call in when we say to call in. And you know, win these two phones. If you're already a Digicel user, you know what it's all about. You know how Digicel like to give things away. If you're not a Digicel user and you're considering maybe switching or joining the family, this is a good opportunity for you. We're giving away some phones tonight and some credit. So without any further ado, Jasmine, tell the people why you're here on set tonight.
Well, thank you for having me, Sam, and good night, everyone out there in the BVI. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm in my red, lovely Digicel, and I'm happy to be here to tell you about all of our specials. We have a lot of great, amazing things that have been going on, and I get to share it with you, so I'm happy to be here to do that. So Sam, the first thing I wanted to tell you guys about is our My Digital app. We just wanted to touch base with those persons who have not known that we have the app, that we've launched it 18 months ago. Keep that in mind, keep listening, because we're going to be giving away some prizes, and I definitely don't want you to miss out what the answers are, because I'm going to mention all of them as I speak, right? So 18 months ago, we launched our My Digital app, but we have since then upgraded it and done some wonderful things to it. For example, we've included bill pay, so our customers, our postpaid customers now, they do not have to worry about going into the store to pay their bill. They can either go online or they can go right into their My Digital app and pay their bill. So that makes it very convenient, and I'm happy to share that with you. Also, with the My Digital app, it gives you several different options. It's basically customer service in the palm of your hands, and we're happy to say that we have introduced that 18 months ago, and so we've been streamlining it, and it's only going to get better, right? So that's My Digital app. Also, with it being Valentine's Day, I just wanted to touch base also with those wonderful prices that we have for phones. We have amazing phones at amazing deals, and they're not going to stop just for Valentine's Day. Even though the special was for the special day of love, we have decided we're going to have it all through the month of February. So if you missed it for Valentine's Day, you can still get into the stores. For postpaid customers, we have up to 50% off on our Samsung lines, our Samsung S5 and our S5 Mini. So that is really great. We have it for the best price on island. So you definitely want to check that out. Then for our prepaid customers, we have up to 30% off. So you got to get into the digital store, man. It's just so much going on. So also, I wanted to reiterate, I know you've probably heard, if you've been listening to the radio, you've probably heard us talking about the fact that we have free services that we're now offering with our 1-day and our 7-day plans. And these services are things that you probably use all of the time on your data phones. Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, Wikipedia. There's so many different ones. I hope I didn't miss anything out. But there's so many different apps that we're now offering for free, and this is because we realize that our customers, we see that Facebook is so big. You know, everyone wants to communicate with Facebook. Everyone wants to be in instant communication, you know, be able to speak with their friends, whether they're here or far away, keep up with what's going on. You know, Facebook is very useful for that, and I can definitely say that I'm happy to know that they have considered that over at Digicel and decided to give you free Facebook with your 1-day and 7-day plans. They're giving you free Twitter, free WhatsApp, free Instagram, Wikipedia. I think that's awesome. You know, they've accounted for the fact that there are a lot of students that might, you know, get a data plan, run out some of their data, and, you know, they still have this plan going. And let's say you have a book report to do or an assignment to do for school and you need some information. Well, we're still giving you Wikipedia for free. So even if you kill all of your megabytes or your gigabytes on your 1- and 7-day plans for that duration of time, we're still going to give you free Wikipedia, free Facebook, free Twitter, free Instagram. And we've just launched a new app that we're a part of. It's called RDO. It's a radio app, and basically it allows you to stream music from your favorite artists. You know, you can search which artists you want, so it's not like a radio station where you don't have selection. But, you know, you actually can, you know, type in Bruno Mars and get that latest song, or if you're into Nicki Minaj or whoever is your favorite artist, you can stream from them. We're going to give you a free 30 minutes every day, and then after that, it's just a small charge. So you definitely want to check it out.
Wait. So what you're saying is, if I got a data plan, and even during my regular use, you're saying that if I go on Facebook, I don't get charged extra for that?
No.
So the system shuts down by itself?
Well, what happens is we have a new way of optimizing, you know, how these things are charged. It's just basically a new platform or a system that we use, and it allows us to do stuff like that. So basically, we're able to give you Facebook for free. So that program will be ran separately from the other data that will be subtracted from your bill. So if you go on YouTube, and let's say, you know, sometimes we want to watch a video that's popular and it kills all of our data, and we still have more time left on this plan, it's very frustrating because you can't get on WhatsApp, you can't get on Facebook. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Now we've realized that this is what our customers want, and we've decided to just include it. So no, Facebook will not be subtracting from your data. And if your data is finished, if you run out of data before the time of your plans being completed, you're still going to have access to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Wikipedia, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is very popular. I don't even send text messages anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you send text messages anymore, Sam? I mean, WhatsApp is where it's at.
Well, let me back up. I do and I don't. If the person I'm sending the information to don't have WhatsApp,
right,
then yes, I have to send a text.
So a text is now an alternative.
Yeah. But 90% of the time, WhatsApp is the way to go. Ever since I discovered that 3 years ago, I mean, you can't beat it. But so 18 months ago.
18 months ago, we launched our My Digicel app. It's been amazing. Our customers have enjoyed it. We've gotten a lot of really great feedback. Also with My Digicel app, you know, Digicel, we love to give things away. So, you know, you're also able to get prizes and win different things. There are different competitions that run just through the app. There are different prizes that are associated just with the app as well. So, you know, it's just a really great part of being a part of Digicel, you know, having that app, having it at your fingertips, being able to do everything, you know, having your customer service at any time of the day, you know, without having to actually physically contact us, you know.
Well, how can Digicel afford all of this, man? What y'all trying to do? Take over the cell phone world or what? What's Digicel real plan?
Well, you know, we started out from the history of Digicel that I know. I know that it started out with Mr. Dennis O'Brien. He was sitting somewhere in Ireland and saw that there was an opportunity in Jamaica for telecoms, and when he did his research and saw what people were being charged in the Caribbean for phone calls for, you know, this mobile service, he said, listen, this is not just an opportunity. This is an ability to be able to motivate people, to liberate people, to get them to be able to have communication without having to break their pockets, break their bank, which is why it's so important for us to be introducing smartphones right now, because Digicel offers smartphones at the best price. Even if you just want to get into the smartphone line and, you know, you don't have $300 or $400 to spend on that entry-level phone that most other companies carry those prices, you know. We have decided, look, $100 and we're going to have a phone that you can use. And not just any phone, a really quality phone, something that you'll be able to do all of your WhatsApp, that you'll be able to go on Skype and, you know, have your pictures and see your friends and, you know, these kinds of things. And we basically just want to make sure that we can empower the people around us, make sure that they have it in the palm of their hands, they have that technology and they're able to utilize it because it's important in today's world.
So what's the percentage of your users right now using bill pay through the app? What's the percentage of people who got a Digicel account that actually now utilizing the app?
You asking me percentages, you just putting me on the spot. Like,
forgive
me, guys. I'm sure most of you know I'm not in the office anymore. I used to have this information like right at the tip of my tongue. But I definitely can get that information for you at a later date. I'm not sure the percentages. I don't want to give wrong information. However, I can say that we have been getting feedback that I've heard personally, persons that are happy to know that they don't have to queue up, they don't have to go into the store to pay their bill. And I think that a greater majority of our customers have already started utilizing it.
Okay, well that's the most important part. You don't have to go stand in line anymore.
You don't have to stand in line.
Well, how accurate is that bill paying system though? You know, if I'm nearing my bill cycle, but I still got time. How does the system recognize that I have time left and credit me? Is there a rollover system where I don't lose anything and I just continue as normal? Oh, I'm sorry, you're not in the office anymore. But you can.
Sam, you're asking customer service questions. I have a representative. I'm gonna put you right in contact.
You can pay your bill.
Yes.
You have customer service at hand.
Absolutely.
You got free data to if you utilize Facebook.
Absolutely.
And all these other things. Tell the people. Let's give away something. Let's give away your first giveaway.
Okay.
Give them a question.
I'm excited about this. The first phone that I'm giving away is a DL800. I love these phones for the reason being that
You have any to show?
No, I don't have one to display for you, unfortunately. But you will be able to redeem it in the store. They've been going really fast, Sam. I couldn't get one on Friday. It was just too big of a rush for Valentine's. But you'll definitely be able to get into the store on Monday and redeem your prize. But let me tell you why I love the DL800s. And I'm sure that those of you who hear what I'm saying, you'll definitely go and look it up. Or look for the phone to see what it's like. It's at a really great price point. That phone comes for, let me tell you the exact price. I have it right here with me. So postpaid, you can get those phones for free. So that's great. And prepaid, you can get it for just $99. And that's until the end of February. And that's an amazing price. So this phone does it all. I mean, you pop a memory chip in there and you don't have to worry about a thing. It rivals all of the major lines, Samsungs, all of the iPhones. It does a lot of the same things. It has all of the capabilities, and of course it's an Android phone, so it comes on a great platform. And I'm really excited because whoever gets this phone tonight is gonna love it, and I'm sure they're gonna say, wow, I did not know that $100 phone could be this great. And so I'm glad to be giving it away. All right, my question tonight for the person who is going to win this phone is, how long ago did we launch My Digicel app? Now, I said it a million times, so I hope someone was picking it
All
up.
right, ladies and gentlemen, whoever first called is going to get that.
I want to make it easy.
So,
I just want to give this is such an amazing phone. I
Yeah.
want someone to call right now
Can I play?
and be happy to get it.
Can I play?
Huh?
Can I play?
No, you can't play.
Well, ladies, if you ain't doing like I did, I just went online and I looked it up. It's a brilliant looking phone, and I'm thinking for my traveling, I might end up getting one of them. I don't have a Digicel plan yet, and I'm now considering this, since it's $100. You said
It's $199.
$99, and I can do postpay or prepaid.
Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, if you go postpaid, you'll be able to get one for free.
No, I ain't. Well, you got $20 plan on the postpay.
No, we don't have $20 plans on
My thing is that I don't
Postpaid.
want it locked.
Okay.
So postpay might end up locking it. I want it to be able to just be flexible.
Well,
I wanna-
with Digicel, because we're throughout the Caribbean,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about when you're traveling in the Caribbean that you won't be able to get with your Digicel phone a Digicel SIM or a Digicel chip. Majority of the Caribbean islands carry Digicel, and we're thriving. Definitely kicking the other ones' butts. I won't mention who they are.
Well,
but it's been a lot of we've had a lot of growth and over the years,
Yeah.
and I can definitely say when traveling it's very convenient because you can definitely go into a Digicel store. I hope this person who's calling knows exactly when we launched My Digicel app.
Let's get to this call real quick. Y'all speak your mind, please. You're calling about the Digicel giveaway?
The answer is 18.
18 what?
18 what?
18 days, 18 weeks, 18.
What is the answer?
Hello?
Yes, what is the answer? 18 what?
18 months.
18 months. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it sounds about right.
All right.
18 months.
All
That's
right.
all.
Well, I'm happy. I made it nice and easy, and our first caller got it. Woo! Could you tell us your name, caller?
Hello?
Yeah. What is your name?
Sheila Duncan.
Well, thank you for calling and answering.
Sheila Duncan.
Your name is Sheila Duncan?
Yes, I live in Virgin Ghana.
You live in Ghana?
Shout out to Virgin Gorda.
Hey, did you cell phone up there? Can I pick up there? Or
What
do I
you
have to pick up
mean?
from down here?
Listen, let me tell you. We can send it over on
hold
the
on,
boat.
hold on, Sheila, hold on.
We do have a Digicel office in Virgin Gorda. So I'm happy to say you won't have to come over to collect it. We can definitely send it over to the office and you can collect it then. Yes.
All right, Sheila, call us back at that number, the top number, and the guy in the back will take your contact number. Okay?
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, keep
She
watching.
sounds
And I can
excited.
tell you got a Digicel account already.
I have a digital phone. I have a digital number. But I'm using. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you. Thank
That's what happened when you watch the Speak Your Mind show. You get free stuff. All right, good night.
you. All right, good night.
Good night.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
That was
we
wonderful.
got our first winner, and that was quick. First call to the show.
Absolutely.
She was actually watching the show and paying attention, and she's a real Digicel user. So, Jasmine, good, congratulations. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking a little bit about Digicel. Digicel is our sponsor of this show, the Speak Your Mind show. They sponsor a lot of things JTV do. And Digicel is taking over the market by storm. Jasmine is trying to be nice about it. But I've been following Digicel for a long time, and I'll tell you what, I remember in 2005 going into 2006, when I went to Jamaica, I was in Jamaica in Montego Bay, inside this one area where you gotta pay to get into the beach. And I was stuck, man. And somebody said, "Oh yeah, you could just put this chip in your phone," and I'm like, "Digicel?" I'm like, "What is that?" You know, it was so foreign because they had just really like started out in Jamaica, and I'm sitting there. I put it in. I put like $20 because you have to differentiate the difference. You know, it's how many hundred Jamaican dollars. And I tell you, this is no lie. I was talking to somebody, my wife in the States, for like a long time, and I'm sitting there going, "Wow, I want a phone." I'm like maybe,
this is forever.
I'm like, maybe that $20 US bill really came in handy, you know?
Yes, and even now, Sam, your top up lasts longer with Digicel. It's definitely something that we believe in adding value. If you top up $15 or more at the present time, you can get calling to your favorite Digicel number for 3 days. Free calling to your favorite number. Hello, who else offers that? And so honestly, we are always thinking of new ways, new strategies of how to add value, how to make sure that our customers are happy, that they, really enjoying our service, that is something that they need, something that they're utilizing, that we're on page with them. And I definitely have to say, I got to take my hat off to Digicel for that. They do a great job.
One of the things I want to put a little monkey wrench in your coffee. You know, it has grease.
Of course,
it has grease on it. So I'm hoping that the people who could answer this question, who works for Digicel, who support Digicel, are also watching the show and can call and give us some background. You know, if you had an AT&T phone or whatever phone in the States and you go from state to state, there's no extra charge. There's no roaming charge. I'm hoping that with the type of system that Digicel is promoting and supposedly have, that I can actually use my Digicel phone here in Tortola, go to St. Martin, go to Barbados, and go to these different Caribbean countries, and not have to come back to Tortola and see a roaming fee of astronomical amount because I'm not at home.
Sam, I'm so happy you brought that up. As a matter of fact, I don't have to wait for anyone else. I actually know that one.
Oh, you know that one?
I definitely do, because with Digicel we have Roam Like Your Home, and it's not just in the Caribbean. We've also included places like the United States and Canada, where we know a lot of BVI people travel to. And Roam Like Your Home is just amazing because there is an opt-in fee. For persons on a 30-day bill or postpaid, it's $30 for the month. For persons who just want to go away for a week, 2 weeks, it's $15. It's an opt-in. However, this is the best part. All of your incoming calls while on Roam Like Your Home are free.
Really?
All. If someone calls you, you don't have to worry about paying for it at all. Now, there is a charge for outgoing calls, but they are local rates. So you'll only be paying what you pay right here to make that same call.
So wait. All right, back up. Hold on. Don't move too fast. I'm slow. Work with me here.
Yes.
If I'm on that special plan, I pay an extra $15, you're saying, and I go wherever, my system is set up, all my incoming calls, I don't have to make any calls, but all my incoming calls, I don't pay for those.
You don't pay for them.
Which is good for me
That
because
is
I don't
amazing.
need to, and I don't need to call anybody. I just need to answer the phone call.
And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes when we're traveling, it's not really about communicating in the sense of calling out.
Yeah.
It's more about being able to answer your phone.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when
Being-
you're not
staying
here,
connected.
yeah, staying connected. Like especially if you're a business person, I have been learning that firsthand about how important it is to answer that phone. Because sometimes someone will be calling you for something important, and just because you're overseas doesn't mean you want to miss that call. You definitely want to answer.
It's a bad habit.
And we're giving you that opportunity with Digicel by allowing it to be a free call for incoming calls. As I said, the charge for outgoing calls is still not very significant. It's local rates. So I've seen some persons go away. They said they used their phone as if they were at home. They came back. Their bill was about $40.
Definitely.
And that is amazing because, roaming bills could be like, ooh, I've had some in the past.
Well, trust me, I ain't just saying this now. I think I'm going on vacation in the next couple of weeks. I might be looking at getting a Digicel phone and really testing the system out.
And then you can tell us about it.
Oh,
I'm almost certain that you're going to be pleased. I'm telling you, it's an amazing service. I myself use it when I travel.
But let me back you up. If I ain't pleased, I am going to come on this show even if Digicel is a sponsor, and I'm going to blast Digicel.
So that's why I'm glad you're going to use it, because I know you're going to be pleased.
Maybe, you know what, who's the manager down there? No. Maybe they could give me a phone.
He wants a manager now.
No, here's what I'm saying. Maybe they can give me a phone to really test the system, and become a free spokesman whenever I'm on the Speak Your Mind show, since you're already sponsoring the show anyway.
Well,
I'll test it out for you to see if it works.
You know what, Sam? I think that's a great idea. I'm going
I'm
to pass
telling
it
you.
on.
Yeah. Tell him talk to me. I know you gain everything to the other guy on the radio station, but he ain't traveling nowhere. Give me some of it.
Bad. What you
Yeah.
doing? Trying to beat me
Wait a
up.
minute.
Anyway.
Give it to the next side. Give it. Let's give it
Okay,
the next
so we
okay.
have something else to give away. I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. All right, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Listen up.
Definitely. So I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult. Name 5 free services or free apps that Digicel offers on their 1 and 7 day plans. This, however, is not, you're not going to get a DL800. You're going to get an upgrade to it. We have some wonderful phones from Alcatel. Alcatel has stepped up their game when it comes to smartphones. They have been making some amazing lines for a great price. They actually make our DL line, and I'm very proud to say that they are amazing phones, all of them. So I'm going to give you an upgrade to that. So even better than the phones that I gave away before, I'm going to give away an Alcatel X. It's a great phone. I can't even tell you more because I love Alcatel. That brand is just my brand. So you have to name 5 services that Digicel offers for free in their 1 and 7 day
All right,
plans.
hold on a second. You ought to speak your mind. I know you're not calling about the question because we just give it out. Go ahead. Hi, good evening.
Good night.
Hi, good night.
The answer is Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and Wikipedia.
I thought I was a little bit more difficult. I'm getting these easy questions.
Wait. I think you missed one.
Boy. Well, I only asked for 5.
I think you missed one.
No,
You give me 6. I think you missed one.
Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and Wikipedia.
You just messed away. He's just messing with you. You got them. You definitely did.
Listen, you're not calling from Virgin Gorda, are you?
Ma,
Are you calling from Virgin Gorda?
yes,
No, you can't win. No. We need somebody from Tatola. You come from the same household?
no,
You sure? What's your name? Wait. What's your name?
I'm from the same household. I'm living in my own house. I am a number 1 Digicel fan.
Okay, good.
Well, she's our #1 fan.
You're lucky you get away because I don't understand how Virgin Gorda people I want to win everything.
Because they're not listening, I do not know. So they just winner.
I understand.
Listen, we're happy that you called in and thank you. You definitely answered
Well-
correctly.
Well, give us your name.
Bridget Smith.
Bridget Smith. You have that?
Yes.
Hi, Bridget Smith. Here, Jasmine, write down her name, please. Before Bridget gotta come down here. So you want us to send it up for you, huh?
Yes.
Are you gonna come down? You come down on a regular?
No, tell me what you got. I come to the office.
You sure you know Jasmine, right?
I know her.
Okay, good thing. Good thing.
That's right.
Next time wait till when the question finish being asked,
She
okay?
didn't even wait. Like I didn't even get it out properly. I'm asking too easy a question,
That's
Sam.
the problem with these
I-
digital customers, man.
But
They
I
digital
love my
too much.
customers. I don't want to make it too hard. I want to make sure that they can get it.
Thanks for watching, Bridget.
All right, thank you.
Alright, enjoy that digital phone. I wish I get one.
All right, thanks.
Alright, good night.
Well, digital phones are in hot demand, and like I said before, I just want to reiterate that we have great prices going this month, this whole month. It was a Valentine's Day special. Today is Valentine's Day, but we haven't ended it today. We've decided we're gonna make sure that it goes on for some time. And like I said, for postpaid customers, you get up to 50% off. Our S5s, our S5 minis, we have them for the best price on island. So if you have it in your heart or in your mind that you want to have that S5 or you want that S5 mini, it's Digicel. You definitely want to check us out. We have it at a great price just for you. Also, other smartphones from Alcatel, our DL line of smartphones, they're coming at a great price as well. Prepaid customers can look forward to prices like on our Alcatel 6016 129. We can look at prepaid prices for the S5 mini as $429. These are really great prices for smartphones. And as I said, our DL line, our 800s go for $99 this month, and that's just amazing.
Jasmine, I got a really nice text for you.
Okay.
And for the folks who can answer this back at Digicel, someone wanted to know when you're going to make it available to purchase additional data when the data on their plan and this is for, let me see, I think it's for postpaid customers when the data runs out.
Okay.
So they want to know when are you going to make that available? Apparently they're saying it's not available right now.
Well, actually, that's not so. You can upgrade. What happens is if you've run out of data, you can call into customer service. You can get them to up you to a bigger plan or a bigger package. That's definitely available automatically. What we don't do is we don't have like a bolt-on package, so you can't like add 1 gig or 2 gigs. You literally have to go from one plan to the next plan. So that's probably what the person was referring to. But I can tell you can definitely upgrade. So if you ran out of your data and your month isn't over, you can call and say, hey, I need a little bit more data. They'll take you up to the next price package.
Somebody said they really support Digicel 100% all the way. And just yesterday they purchased two phones.
Good.
And spend less than $50. They won $50 top up free credit. And will never give up Digicel's phone. It's cheap.
That's what I tell you. Your top up goes further with Digicel, and that's not just me saying that. It really does. We make sure of it. We look at the value in our markets, and we make sure that we are on the cutting edge, to ensure that our customers get the best value at the best price. I mean, it's just great. The best service, the best price is definitely value.
Definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine, we got one more question to give. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am not gonna give away the price for that until about 10 minutes to 9, right? So she's gonna give the question. We're gonna go on a break. She gonna get off my set. I'm gonna get back to Speak Your Mind, and then 10 minutes before the show ends, I'm gonna put it out there again for you guys to answer that question. I'll have the answer to the question, and it's only $100 credit you'll be getting. All right. So if you have a Digicel phone, this works well for you because a lot of you Digicel owners you call around the world. So this will be a good opportunity to call who you need to call. All right. So, Jasmine, any last word you want to share with these folks before you get off my set?
You're kicking me off. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Listen, I just wanted to say thank you for having me. And I definitely want to say to those persons out there that are watching, you definitely want to get into the store, find out what's going on with Digicel. We are about moving persons into the age of smartphones. We want to make sure that at the end of this year, we don't see any more of those dumb phones anymore. We've even had a program to switch them in to where you can bring your dumb phone in and get a smart one to go out. So definitely check out Digicel. And not only do we provide these phones, but at a really great price so that it doesn't break the bank. We're providing service at a great price as well. We've added extra value to our data plans, and we're just really happy to be able to serve our customers.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's thank Jasmine again, Digicel, doing it big. The bigger, better network, doing it big in the BVI. So, Jasmine, thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break to support the rest of our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to get back to the other business of Speak Your Mind. Anything you want to talk about, I do have a few texts. We'll talk a little bit about those texts and then close out the show on a high note. All right, so we'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So again, we want to thank Jasmine from Digicel. Digicel doing it big in the BVI, the bigger, better network. They are sponsor of this show, the Speak Your Mind show. And we love having Digicel around because every time they come around, they always give something away for free. So all of you who like free stuff, Digicel is the way to go. I tell you that much. One last question. So remember, think about it. Don't call the show right now because I ain't going to give you the prize even if you win it. The last question is that they just launched a new app or a new program, a new idea. Name the new app that they just launched. You got to spell it out for me. Name it. But you have to wait until, what time is it now, ladies and gentlemen? It is now, according to my watch, this phone say 8:28, this one say 8:37. So 10 minutes before 9, that's when you're going to call me. And that's when we're going to answer that question, and that's when I'm going to give away that $100 credit. That's $100 credit is what Digicel is giving away. But anything else outside of that, the show's wide open. If you have anything you want to ask, feel free to call me up, throw the question my way. I do have a text. Someone asked if I think, and I saw this text before, if I think it's fair that it takes forever to get your work permit approved, and then, you know, while you're waiting, there's still a whole lot of other issues you got to contemplate and deal with. No, it ain't fair if you're being treated badly. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you something. The other day I went into immigration, and there was about 40 people. And I know some of you guys don't want to hear this. There was about 40 people in there. One of my good friends, the guy that runs a hotel, he was in there sitting around. He was there complaining about, Lord of mercy, imagine, look how long he has to be here sitting around waiting. I'll answer this phone call and I'll get back to that. You want to speak your mind? Go ahead, please. Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing, sir?
I doing good, you know.
Sam,
Uh-huh.
a good friend here.
Say that one
Hello,
more
sir.
time.
Hello.
Yes, talk to me.
So somebody is talking there.
No, it sound like your TV getting your feedback.
Okay, well, Sam, let me explain you something. We have a major problem here in the eastern Langlook area, and it's bigger than big. And it needs some proper attention, and I hope you'll agree with me. Some time ago, I heard you speak about the situation down in the western area with the police station and the fire station down in that end.
Mm-hmm.
Those things was out of business for approximately 2 years. The Eastern Langlook Fire Station is just a building that been out of business for approximately the same time, if not close to. Now, if you have a fire in the Eastern and Langlook area, you cannot take a fire truck from the airport because you have to close the airport. Since that fire station closed, we had 2 fires up here. 2 days ago, one took place. A man had to leave from Alibi Dennis gas to come in for with a hose to out a fire. If he didn't have hose and good water pressure, the whole apartment building would have burned down. Nevertheless, one of the apartments burned out. For time before a fire truck had to leave from Rotown to come up here. That is completely unacceptable. I think that Dr. Cedric Pickering should have been ashamed of himself to know that he's a deputy premier and he lives in this vicinity and all these kind of things going on here, and you would tell me he don't know what's going on? What they're using the fire station for now is a garage. They'll pay vehicle in there. Not only that, Sam, they got firemen to spare. They got firemen that could lend some countries. But why the fire truck had to leave from here to go in town? Because someone in town ain't get proper maintenance. I mean, if you see what I'm talking about, it's dangerous. It's a very dangerous thing. And I could tell you plainly, this is true. I took Colin from Dougie Show last night. He said he got to investigate it. I didn't know he got to investigate. But it happened. I don't know if you hear about it. If you hear about it, I'm shining the light to you now. So let me hear what you got to say about it, and what you got to tell the public about it. Let me hang up.
Well, Carla, I'll share something with you. There was a fire, one of those fires I believe you're talking about. While that fire was going on in the apartment building, the fire officer Penn, I believe it was William Penn, had to leave West End. A boat fire from West End. Remember, they had 2 boats caught fire in West End around the same time. When they almost got those out, he had to go all the way East End. And I understand it was a fire extinguisher is what he had to try to use to help get the fire out. I mean, if that's not shameful, if it's not hurtful, if it's not called for outcry by the community, I don't know what else is. I really don't know. But I'll tell you something, my personal view. This is my personal view. I'll get criticized for it tomorrow, no problem. I really truly don't think that this government, and some of the last government as well, have public safety in the best interest in any of the government or the administration. I really do not think so. Because that same fire station, and I'll hit both of them now, hear me carefully, that same fire station, ideas were tossed around that we had a surplus of fire ambulance. I remember a gentleman by the name of Mr. Todman, I ain't got to call his first name, donate an ambulance to the hospital. We had extra ambulance sitting around, and it was suggested that they should organize the same way. On the same show, we brought it up, and somebody said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. In order to be an EMT, you have to be trained. That's a given. Train people and station them in East End so you could react quicker to the East End long look, 7, 8, and part of the 6th district. Instead of an ambulance have to come from Rotong to East End. So I'm calling them all with you, you know. But I do not believe that currently, no, the government that's in power, no, with all the talk about how good the economy is, with all the talk about how much money the budget is, I don't really think they have that. And it's a shame because both the two top people running the country are doctors. So I'm all with you. I don't think they have it. I don't think they have us in that capacity. I don't think they're thinking. I don't think they care. Because if they care, it wouldn't be closed. If they care, the police station in West End wouldn't be closed. If they care, the one in Capone's Bay wouldn't be closed. And I'll tell you something. Not taking anything away from the big $500,000 contracts, because those projects are needed. But imagine we are signing $500,000 contracts to do bridges, walls, and all kind of other things. But we can't find less than $300,000 to open up fire stations and police stations. It's a shame. You understand? So send the next call through. Send the next call. So call them all with you. I hear you. I hear you. When they go in the house and they debate and they fuss and they fight over things that are not that important. This is why you need people like you and I to come together to make it known. You want to speak your mind? Go ahead, please. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Sam.
Yes, sir.
Good evening to you and good evening to the listener of the Speaker Man show tonight.
Yes, that's what you're on right now.
Okay, let me tell you something, please. I am bleeding and I want to know whether you can be helping me. You listening?
Put it out there. Put it out there.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, Sam. On October 19th, about 4 o'clock, I was sitting at home and a police officer came to my house. And she told me that I was a suspect, an alleged person that slashed somebody's tire. I was sleeping with my wife at the time. I woke up. When I went outside, she told me that somebody said I slashed a tire and I am the alleged person. So I asked the officer to do her job. Then I did not know the person, so immediately I tried my best to see if the officer would tell me the person's name. The officer would not cooperate with me. So I wrote a quick letter to her and I copied the letter to the Commissioner of Police. So after a month, I was instructed by somebody who knows law that I should go and ask the officer what are her findings. When I went to her, she said, Mr. There's nothing against you, we're not looking for nothing from you, you do not slash any tire. I then applied for a police report on the 5th of December 2014. Mr. Sam, up to this date, I just cannot receive the police report. I've been to the complaint officer twice. I'm calling the CID's office. The complaint officer took my receipt and a copy of my application. In my presence, he called the department and told them that I am in need of my police report and I need to get it. It's rightfully mine. I cannot get it. I spoke to the Commissioner of Police, Sam. Trust me. Help me, please. I spoke to the Commissioner of Police on the 3rd of February, and the Commissioner of Police promised me, Mr. Lister, you will get your police report. I will make you get it. Sam, up to yesterday, I'm calling the department of where the police report is coming from, CID's office. and I just will not get the police report. And I know why. I just cannot get the details with you well. Why? Because I am in communication with a lawyer, and then I did not tell the lawyer that I was going to call your show tonight. But if there's a way you can help me, please help me. I wonder why I cannot get a police report.
Well,
Because I committed a crime. If I had committed a crime, I'll be arrested.
Carla, two things. I'm gonna give you two simple pieces of advice. I'm gonna give you two pieces of advice, and then we're gonna end this call because this is a lawyer matter, right?
Yes.
First thing, if you're communicating with the police, be very careful. Don't do it on your own. And if you have a lawyer, let your lawyer communicate with the police department. Because if you claim, hold on. I hear your side of the story.
But the reason why the lawyer can't communicate with the police, on this matter is because I do not have a lawyer on this matter. I have a lawyer on something that's soon to come. But the thing is, the report that the person says special trial is a different story. So I would want that report. That's why I paid $20 for the report. I have a receipt. I made an application. It is said that it is left in mine, and I cannot receive it.
Well, Carl, if you ain't commit no crime, what report are you asking for? If you claiming you haven't committed any crime, what report are you asking for?
Well, this is why I do not want to go into details. I'm asking for the report for a specific reason, to make sure that all these years I'm in Tortola, that I have not done, I try my best, at least I'm not perfect, but I try my best to work in line with the law. And so
Well,
the police came to me and she said to me that
Carla, if you haven't broken the law, it sounds like you don't have anything to worry about. But
yeah, but I need it for a specific reason. But this is why after when the time comes, that they need to come on the show and tell the reason what is going on in the division and undercover, because a lot of things is happening in Tortola.
yeah, well, hear what I'm saying, and I got another call on the phone. My best advice to you.
I just decided to let me call to see if there's.
Okay, so you got through, right? And you said you're being falsely accused.
Yes.
Go get a lawyer and let your lawyer communicate with the police department. Let them write a lawyer letter, official letter, requesting any information or any report that may have been written against you. And B, if somebody's falsely accusing you of something, then file a harassment case against them to force their hand. It's simple as that. If somebody is threatening you or filing false report against you, it's against the law to file false report against somebody as well. So if you feel you're in the right, and whatever the situation might be, then do those two things. But if you ain't doing nothing wrong, if you haven't done anything wrong, you haven't slashed anybody tire, you have an alibi, you can back yourself up. All you gotta do is continue living life. All right? So thanks a lot for the call. All right. Send the call too, please. So ladies and gentlemen, this week, again, I was listening to the house. And, just before I get to that, a good friend of mine's called me. Oh, God, phone ringing. Let me get to the phone. You want to speak your mind? Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Hello.
Good night. I called to answer a question.
What time is it? Is it that time? Are you there?
5 minutes to.
Okay, good. What's the answer?
RDIO. Radio.
All right, RDIO free radio. That's the right one. All right. What's your parents' name? Whose phone number you want this credit go on?
My phone.
Okay, what's that number? Give me the last phone number, the last 4 digit.
343 1660.
343 1660?
Yeah.
All right. Look out for that credit by Monday. If you don't get it, go into the Digicel store and make sure they give you that credit, okay? Tell them you won that. Tell them you won the $100 credit. You want to give me a name? What's your name?
Rudel O'Neill.
O'Neill. Okay, Rudel. All right, Rudel. Thanks a lot, okay?
Yes,
All right, have a good night.
you too.
All right, so that's our last winner for the 3-question segment for the Digicel giveaway. So my good friend over at Josephine Knight, they were making some noise about the harbor charges for the boats and so forth. I saw a release that came out from BVI Port saying that they were suspending harbor charges pending further investigation and review of the implementation of that. So I think you guys should see some relief in that. The boats coming in from St. John and St. Thomas, according to what that press release was saying, there may be some suspension in the implementation of those charges. So you guys over in Josephine Dyke, my good friend Carl Wood, give the Port Authority a call sometime this week, follow up on that situation. But at the end of the day, you know these fees going to have to be implemented. At some point, you're going to have to do it. We do have a lot of people, and I understand what you guys said over there, that it should be done in an incremental way. Not all one time, but incremental. So maybe that's what the system is looking at doing. They may be looking at putting in a little bit at a time. If it's going to be $2, let it be 50 cents now, 75 cents 3 months from now, and so forth. And that way, it doesn't seem like a big, exorbitant amount of money going on some of these carriers. But I do support initiatives like that. Let me let that be clear. I support. If I was in government right now, I would be pushing initiative like that. We have a lot of people that utilize the BVI waters. They making big money charging people to come to the BVI. We got water taxis coming here every day, making big money, picking up from our ports, making $100+ a head to take people back and forth to St. Thomas. They can afford to pay. And guess what? They're not paying it themselves. They're going to charge their customers. And we have to find a way to protect our territory, because it's getting a lot of wear and tear, and somebody have to pay for it. I don't think it's going to kill business that much, my friend. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's going to kill business at all, because I think the BVI is a desirable destination. And those guys are doing a hell of a job promoting their business down there and promoting the BVI at the same time. We should make something from that. We should make something from that. So I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, port charges got to come in, man. These cruise ships coming in the territory should pay that extra $15. They should pay that $1 per foot. They should pay more money to play in our territory. They should. So it's a good initiative. I heard Brother Skelton and Member Penn for the 8th District were talking about the fact that it seems like we're living in a third world country because our telecommunication system, we just had Digicel, and I got to tell you, I ain't pushing Digicel, I ain't pushing Lime, I ain't pushing CCT. I'm pushing all of them together, right? Some have their strengths and some have their weaknesses, right? But when I heard the representatives them speak in the House, they didn't call any names, but they simply said that we all experience issues that we shouldn't be experiencing, given our position, our financial and global position. We shouldn't be experiencing these kind of issues, and I agree with them. You know what I'm saying? You go on the West End. I heard, I think Waldwin spoke about going up East End. When you pass Parakeeta Bay, you break the corner right there by where Fat Hogs Bob used to be. You just know the car going to drop. You go on the West End. It doesn't matter who you're on. When you break Cock Seat, as soon as you bust St. John, you're on Roman. You're getting charged for Roman charge, and you right here in the BVI. And we got companies that invested billions and billions and billions and 10 millions and 10 millions and 10 millions to give us some of the best service, and we're not getting it. I'm paying for 3G and 4G, and I get 1G. Sometimes nothing loads. So they're right. They're absolutely right. you know. But I'm saying to them that they're the ones responsible, they're the ones in charge, and they're the ones should make sure that we get people in place who going to do what needs to be done to make sure that the consumers get value for money. You want to speak your mind? Go ahead, please. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. I don't think the call that was calling about immigration and labor was talking about the long waiting that takes. Probably they were talking about the extra $25 we have to pay.
Uh-huh.
When labor takes so long to give you a work permit, you have to go to immigration and pay $25 for time. And then when you finish, you go back to labor, pick up your work permit, and then you still have to go back and pay next $25.
Okay, wait. So let's start from the beginning. So you're saying when
Yeah.
you're first going to process your application.
And you do
That's-
it like 2 months before or a month before.
Yeah. So you got to pay a fee. And then if it...
No, you don't have to pay.
Okay, you don't have to
wait until
pay.
It's ready. Then you call labor.
Uh-huh.
They would give you like 3 weeks to pick it up, your appointment. Where they give you a long appointment. By the time you're going to pick it up, your time up.
Yes.
Probably your time would up the day before the appointment, and still you let them know that your time will be up just for the day, and they tell you they cannot do nothing, they still give you a time after the appointment. Now when you go to labor, they tell you they cannot give you the work permit because you don't have time.
Oh, so immigration hasn't processed yet.
Immigration.
Okay.
Yes, and you pay $25. Then immigration will call labor and make another appointment for you. Then they would just give you a little bit of time for that appointment to get ready. So you pay $25. When you go back to the day, pick up the paper, you still have to go back to the day to pay the next $25. And I don't think that is fair. Because labor already know what time you put in the work permit. And once you put in the work permit 2 months before, they're supposed to give you a break.
Yeah.
I don't think that is fair.
So
That's too much money to pay for one work permit.
Gotcha. And a delay. Okay. So I understand now.
And $25 is a lot of money for everybody paying, everybody's complaining about it. It's not fair.
Yeah. Well,
It's not fair. You can't be making money off of people who not working for minimum wages. Sometimes you work for 2 weeks and you collect $400. You can't even pay for the work permit because the work permit is $300. $75 for the car. You still have to pay $25 at immigration. And then you have to get $25 more to go back to something that $400 you work for 2 weeks. That can't even pay the whole fee. You have to wait to get $25 more to pay.
that's like $425 for a process that should only take a little bit more less than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Prices and then you get a visa for $175. So why would you have to now pay $25 more at immigration? You have a visa showing that you're in the islands and the visa is not serving any purpose.
yeah. No, I understand. I tell you what I would do. I would advise you to write a letter. And if you know anybody else going through this problem, write a
Everybody
letter.
going through the problem, but nobody not going to say anything.
Well, write a general letter, and write it to the deputy governor's office. Write it to Mr. Broderick Penn in the premier's office. He's the premier right-hand man. I think the premier's office is over immigration, and then copy the letter to the deputy premier. He's a member over labor. And make sure that those two get the information. Make sure by following up on a phone call. That way, 6 months from now, when this problem continues to happen, they can't say they weren't aware of it. Because it will come up. This is a sore issue. I know it's a sore issue because it's costly. And it's costing you a lot of grievance and people like yourself a lot of grievance. They making money. They're going to continue to make money off work permit. Immigration is going to make money. So the process should be better than that. It should be more streamlined. I agree with that. So write that letter. You got to write letters. If you don't start writing, you don't put it in writing, people are going to say they weren't aware of it. So Mr. Broderick Penn is one of the people. He's the PS in the Premier's office. And I know he communicates back and forth with immigration issues. I think Mr. What's his name in the deputy's premier? No, just write the deputy premier's office. That's Mr. Pickering. He's also the minister over natural resources and labor. So those two should be aware of the situation. It is a major problem, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We got about 3 minutes left.
Okay, thank you.
So thanks a lot for the call. Write that letter. Write those letters, otherwise you ain't get no resolution. Put it on writing, put it on file, because people, politicians, prospective politician have a way of saying, I wasn't aware. Put it in writing, make sure and follow up, make sure they get it, and then at least you'll have something strong and concrete to debate and argue about down the road. All right? Just state and outline your dissatisfaction. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know, we give away 3 phones, $100 credit. Check Jasmine out in Digicel office. She's going to make sure that you get those phones. Check her out. She's going to make sure for that young O'Neill fella, she's going to make sure that you have that, you get that $100 credit. Make sure you go in there and let them know that you won. And if they have any dispute, you can always review the show on Tuesdays going forward to see you know, exactly who won, because the names are all out there. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. We're going to continue this conversation every Saturday as long as God gives me life. I'm going to be up here. And don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind the talk. I am not running for office, nor do I have any desire to run for office. So when I come in here, it's really about your business. So don't let nobody distract you. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, he running in East. No, nonsense. What they're trying to do is avoid answering the questions that they're supposed to answer. That's what they're doing. That's what a lot of people are doing now. When you confront them with real issues and they can't answer those issues, they try to divert your attention by putting other questions in front of the answer when they're supposed to be answering you. All right? So anyway, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see you guys next week. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. Have a wonderful and productive week. All right? With that said, more time.